Today we're talking about different camera lenses and which ones are used for what. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For those who are new here, my name is Benola Solomon. I'm a founder and photographer at Ethoscope Photography. Let's talk about those lenses. First, we're going to talk about two categories of lenses. So we have the prime lenses and we have the zoom lenses. Let's start with the basics. A prime lens has 35 or 50 millimeters and you cannot use it to zoom. Instead, you have to move in or out in order to zoom into your shot or zoom out. Big advantages of using a prime lens is that they offer you sharper images and they give you a wider aperture, which gives your images that sharp, that nice, smooth, blurry background. On the other hand, we have zoom lenses which ranges from 18 to 85, 24 to 70. It just depends on which one you're using. Now, these lenses allow you to zoom in and out, so they are very useful whenever you find yourself in a situation where you need to take different types of pictures. You need to take close-ups and you need to take wide-angled images. But some of the drawbacks of using zoom lenses is that the images are not as sharp as the ones from prime lenses. So those are the two categories of lenses that you need to select from. Now, going more into details, we're going to be breaking down different types of lenses within those two categories. The first one that we will talk about is the wide angle lens. This is the kind of lens that ranges from 10 to 35. So it could be an 18 millimeter lens, could be a 24 millimeter lens, or a 35 millimeter lens. These ones are used for landscapes, for architecture, or for interiors. Any subject that is large and you want to capture the whole thing. The drawback of using wide lenses is if you go too wide, then you get to see distortions on your images, which means straight lines, they tend to look like they are curved because the image has been compressed and has been stretched. And then we have standard lenses, usually around 50 millimeters. These are the lenses that captures images that are closer to what the human eye can see. A classic example of these types of lenses is the Nifty 50, which is a lens that I've used and I use regularly. It is recommended for beginners because it offers sharp images and it is lightweight, plus it gives you that sweet blurry background. These lenses are also very versatile. They can be used for street photography, for everyday shoots, and even portraits, mostly ideal for portraits, and they work just as well when taking videos. If you had only one lens to choose from, then I would recommend the 50mm prime lens. The next one we'll talk about is the telephoto lens. Telephoto lens ranges from 85 to 100, even up to 400 or even more. These are the kinds of lenses that I used mostly for wildlife photography because you cannot get closer to the subject, or whenever you are in sports, even events where you cannot get closer to the artist or whoever you're taking pictures of. So this is very ideal for long distance photo shoots. The drawback, however, is that these lenses tend to be very large, so it's a bit of a problem carrying them around. They could be an inconvenience. And then the last one that we're going to talk about is the macro lens. Macro lenses are designed for extreme close-up photo shoots. They are mostly used to capture like small insects or smaller details. They're very, very close-up images. They give you that sharp image with a lot of blurry background. So they work similarly to what the Nifty 50 can do, but they allow you to get closer to the subject without losing that depth of field. So these are the types of lenses that are available in the market. You can do a bit of more research about it, but hopefully this video gave you some ideas on which ones are most ideal for the kind of photography that you do. I hope to see you on the next one, and have a nice day.